Bonjour à tous, hello to everybody.
Bonjour, Benoit. Hi. You've been on a roll lately, ever since losing your UFC debut. Did you feel like after your UFC debut that it wasn't an accurate reflection of you? Because I've followed your career before. Everyone talked about your toughness in your UFC debut, but are you happy that you finally got to show your skills?
First of all, that UFC debut should be a no contest because the guy got popped 3 months after our fight for Österin, like a lot of guys. Yeah, I will talk about this problem with drug testing later on, but yeah, it's a poison in our sport. But I understand it because it's a pretty new sport, and you agree to fight under those conditions when you are a UFC fighter or any type of MMA fighter. Yeah, of course, if I need to go through a fight and I'm not winning it, I will do everything I can to win it. And if I need to get knocked the fuck out or I need to get submitted by doing that, I will go through, you know, because all I want is a victory. So if there is 1% chance for me to get the victory by putting myself in danger, I will do it. So you will never see me doing a boring fight. If I'm losing a fight, I can tell you that I will take risk. So this is what I did with Eliseo. And also, I had only 2 to 3 years of MMA practice. So I think I'm getting better and better, and now I'm in my weight class. So short notice, not in my weight class, against an opponent that was ranked and I shouldn't have hooked him because I think he was winning against Muslim Salikov back in Moscow. He dropped him 2 times. Muslim Salikov got the split decision. I don't know how. So it was a tough fight, but it's also the fight that I took the most pleasure in because it was a tough war, and I'm here to get tested. I'm a fighter, and I love those moments. This is 3 times 5 minutes I'm proud of. So I'm expecting some guys in the future, and I hope Thiago Moises as well will give me difficulties and will bring me joy in my fighting journey.
And yeah, because you made your lightweight debut after that. Before your UFC career, you fought super lightweight, welterweight, I think even middleweight at some point. Why did you feel like now was the time for lightweight? Because clearly it was a great decision because you're doing very well right now.
You know, I'm around 80 kilogram all year, so fighting at... I fought when I fight in 77 or in 70, I'm the same weight on fight days. Or you know, cutting weight is part. I don't think there is any champion that doesn't cut weight right now. So you have to cut weight. It's one of the win conditions nowadays because the harder it gets with guys with skills that are similar to yourself, it will be difficult to have for example, with Eliseo, I had something like 8 kilogram difference during the fight. So over 15 minutes, it's like 10% body weight. It's a lot. It's something you have to take in account. So you have to suffer like everybody. You know, guys like Habib had a tough weight cut. A lot of champions did hard weight cut, so you have to do weight cut nowadays to get the champ.
And you're fighting Thiago Moises, who has a lot of experience, fought the champion Islam Makhachev, fought Beneil Dariush. What do you think of him as an opponent? He obviously likes the ground game as well. You have a very good ground game. So what do you think of Moises' game?
I'm very happy because I'm looking for a tough fight. And he's a guy that can give me what I'm expecting to have inside the octagon of the UFC. He's well-rounded. He got only finished by the champ and a good finisher that is also former top 15, Yoel Alvarez. So yes, he's a tough fighter, and I think he thinks he is better than me in everything. I think the same. Let's see who is right on that, and he can expect a tough fight this Saturday.
And with a win over Moises, are you expecting to be ranked or maybe get a ranked opponent next? Is that the goal?
depending on the way the fight goes, of course. And for the second point, of course.
Merci.
Benoit, first in English, 2 questions. Your philosophy is to fight against the best in the world. Is Thiago Moises the way to do this stuff?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we talk a lot about my last debut. You know, don't forget that Strickland, who will face Adesanya for the 84-kilogram belt, got knocked the fuck out by Eliseu. I didn't, and I go through 3 rounds being a lightweight. So yes, I want tough fight, and I'm a tough guy. So it's all the joy I enjoy when I'm getting in that octagon. Is you train hard. It's not for having an easy fight. I don't like the comedy of today's world, having easy stuff by doing easy fights. I just want to grind my way to the top.
You give me the perfect transition. Your progression is amazing. Last year, you opened the card in Paris. Today, you are one of the most hyped fights in the card, hyped fighter on the card. Is to don't choose fights and stay active the keys to grind in the rankings?
Of course, I would like to fight 3 to 4 times a year. It seems to me like the right rhythm. It's my fault I didn't get a third fight this year. I got injured late in my preparation. It's part of the game, but yeah, having 4 fights a year is something you can do. If you are well-rounded, you refuse no fights, and UFC are giving you those fights. So if I'm tough and I'm giving good fights to the UFC, I know they will give me more and more opportunities, and I just have to prove everybody my words by beating my opponent this Saturday. It's a tough guy. So first thing is to do the job.
Dernière question pour le public français. Bonnefine, dernier combat. Les gens spéculaient sur le fait qu'il soit un meilleur boxeur. Tu lui as brisé les bras. Aujourd'hui, Moises, certains spéculent sur le fait qu'il soit un meilleur combattant JJB que toi. Du coup, quel est le game plan si on se base sur les game plans que tu prépares avec ton coach Daniel Warren?
Bah, je vais pas parler de game plan avant le combat, mais ce que je peux vous dire, c'est que ça va être un combat engagé et que s'il me donne des difficultés et que le combat dure, ça sera sûrement un des combats de la soirée.
Bonjour Benoît. J'avais une question. Si on revient un an en arrière, effectivement, tu as ouvert la carte de l'UFC Paris en premier combattant français. Je pense qu'à l'époque, quand on faisait des classements des combattants français, tu pouvais être très largement oublié parce que peut-être que ton style faisait peur aux gens, dans le sens où on se dit ça peut pas durer, quelqu'un qui va à la guerre tout le temps. Est-ce que tu sens que tu as ressenti ça, le fait qu'on t'a un peu sous-coté au départ et que Bonfim a été le symbole justement de non, je vaux ça, et là maintenant c'est le top 15 qui arrive et finalement tu as surpassé un petit peu les attentes, parce que je regardais les archives, etc., c'était pas forcément ce qu'on prévoyait, c'était pas le premier nom qu'on voyait vraiment monter forcément à l'UFC dans les combattants français.
Bah en fait, ça montre que les gens, c'est un sport qui est nouveau, les gens comprennent pas encore vraiment le MMA. Eliseu, il a KOT Strickland qui fait la ceinture des 84, Strickland qui a battu Nassourdine qui est un top 84. Moi, j'ai fait 3 rounds avec ce gars, donc en short notice, après 2 ans et demi de pratique du MMA. Donc, à moi de prouver en fait ce que je veux devenir, mais en fait, juste, il n'y a pas à réfléchir, juste regardez mes combats et vous verrez. C'est à moi de vous prouver que vous avez tous tort. Et j'adore le faire étape après étape, en vous donnant des combats spectaculaires. Après, il n'y a pas d'excuse à avoir, mais mon premier combat à Paris, les gens le savent peut-être pas, mais j'avais un staff, donc j'étais grandement diminué. J'ai failli annuler le combat plein de fois. Je me suis marié la semaine d'avant. Là, contre Bonfim, j'étais à peu près en bonne santé, donc on a vu ce que ça peut donner. Maintenant, à moi de continuer à vous prouver que c'est le chemin que je vais continuer à emprunter.
Je sais que tu vas pas parler de la suite parce que tu es focalisé forcément sur le combat de samedi et je sais que tu respectes tes adversaires là-dessus. Mais on sait que si tu t'imposes samedi, c'est les portes du top 15 qui pourraient s'ouvrir pour toi. Est-ce qu'en termes de management, dans le top 15 actuellement, il y a déjà quelqu'un sur lequel tu pourrais avoir une préférence de match-up, de style?
Non, tout le monde. Je veux prendre tout le monde. Si jamais ça se passe bien. Et en fait, c'est une première. Ça, c'est à vous de spéculer. C'est les médias qui spéculent sur le futur. Mais moi, ce que je vais donner à l'UFC, c'est un combat engagé. C'est un combat où, voilà, où je me suis préparé dur. Et ça va être la guerre. Et en fait, en fonction de ce qui va se passer, les choses viennent naturellement, en fait. Et moi, il n'y a pas de top 15 que je veux prendre plus qu'un autre. En fait, je veux prendre tous les top 15 et le mieux placé possible, en fait. Je m'en fous. Si Fiziev est mieux classé que Gamrot, je veux Fiziev, etc., etc. En fait, la logique, c'est d'aller le plus rapidement possible vers la ceinture parce que je m'en sens capable. Maintenant, il faut vous le prouver, donc ça va passer par une bonne performance samedi.
Est-ce que tu penses que les Français, justement, en fait, ils ont peut-être un peu trop peur pour toi, alors que toi, tu n'as aucune peur? Parce que finalement, ils avaient peut-être peur contre mon film, ils peuvent avoir peur s'ils entendent des noms du top 15, alors que toi, ça t'affecte pas.
Non, je pense que Dana White, il a bien résumé l'époque dans laquelle on vit aujourd'hui. Il y a beaucoup de faiblesses et même à ce niveau-là, je ressens beaucoup de faiblesses. Donc, si tu es dur, en fait, tu iras loin. Il n'y a pas de souci à se faire là-dessus.
Merci Benoît.
On film, he was coming in with a lot of hype, and you kind of stole that hype with a very impressive win. Do you feel like slowly you're becoming the new 155-pound hype train and bandwagon?
If people want to give me that hype, it's I don't need that for motivation, you know, because if I continue to win the way I'm doing it, I will get what I want: tough fights, tough opponents, rank opponents, and get my way to the belt in this period of weakness, like Dana White told on media. So yeah, I just can't wait to grind myself to the top of the division, but it's step after step, and the next fight is a tough one, and I have to prove my point by doing a good fight, you know, and giving everybody what they want, a very high level lightweight bout.
And where do you see your advantages lying in the matchup with Thiago Moises?
Like I said, I think respectfully for both career right now, he thinks he's better than me in everything, and I think I'm better than him in everything. So let's see who is the best in which department and in mixed martial art globally, and may the better fighter win.
And last year, pretty much this week, but then on the Saturday night, you had a very impressive performance, but the crowd was really, really special. What kind of crowd do you expect on Saturday night? Do you expect the same kind of thing?
I think it will be enthusiastic. And to be honest, it was difficult to concentrate getting into the octagon. It was a booster later in the fight, but at the beginning, very, very impressive crowd. Such an enthusiasm. It was crazy.
Do you see yourself one day headlining an event here at the Accor Arena?
You need to go step after step to don't do too much speculation. But of course, if I'm taking a lot of hits on my way to the top, and if I'm doing the job right, you may see me in here doing something great.
Thank you.
Who do you think is going to win between Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira?
I don't know what was the problem with Charles Oliveira at the first fight. He didn't seem physically or medically in the right condition to do the fight. I didn't feel like it was a usual Oliveira. So I don't know if it was food or a sickness or something. But I believe that with a tough Charles Oliveira, it will be a lot more competitive fight. And if I can make my way through this division by only fighting Brazil, let's do it.
Et il y a un nom aussi, tu as l'air très concentré sur le sportif, donc on va voir ce que tu en penses, mais qui serait un bon nom médiatiquement pour tous les fans, etc. C'est Paddy Pimblett. Qu'est-ce que tu penses d'un combat si l'UFC te propose Paddy Pimblett?
En fait, j'en ai rien à foutre, en fait. Parce qu'il est moins bien classé que moi, donc si je l'affronte, c'est que j'ai descendu dans les classements, donc c'est que ma situation est pas bonne. Et si jamais je dois le faire parce que je suis descendu, ça reste on reste dans le monde du combat. J'ai 2 bras, 2 jambes, l'adversaire aussi, donc tout peut arriver dans un combat. Mais mon but, c'est d'aller le plus loin possible. Donc, pour l'instant, c'est un monsieur qui est pas ranké devant moi. Donc, mon objectif, c'est d'aller chercher plus haut.
Salut Benoît.